kind of setup that I have going, and then we can do that. Let me know if you see it all right.
Okay.
Oops. All right, so I got everything kind of like all set up the way I'm normally doing it. I have the list of companies that I'm going up on the right. A few things that I've noticed in the past few days. So first of all, this has taken a hell of a lot longer to populate. At the same time, unless I go to the second page, back to the first page, and then reload this, it will only populate about half. So I'll just type in I'll just go to random company, Zora. Go to their employees, and this was happening for the past 2 days. So waiting for this to load. Come here. This thing is taking longer than usual, and I just cleaned up the RAM on my computer. But like you can see, it just stopped loading. It's not these folks over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've noticed some problems along these lines as well.
And then it only cuts off at Matt, and Matt is Ferretti. He's only halfway, or Fairhurst. He's even higher up. So yeah, it's not even half of the list. And then it does it like later, but it's still not even the full list. So
it takes a long time. Yeah.
And I mean, like even last week, it was really quick. Like it was loading everyone. But every few weeks, it seems like something of this sort kind of ends up going slower. Or I mean, the half thing alone is just like really like that's doubling my work time essentially because I have to go here, second reload, first page reload this, wait for this, and then it's like now I can start doing it. And then if I have to go to the second page on LinkedIn, then I'm like, holy shit, I got to do that all again. So that's definitely one thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Few other things I think would be really helpful. Like, no one's really, or at least maybe people do it differently. Sometimes people, and I do, I guess I do it both ways. Sometimes I'm just looking for like the CTO. So if I'm the CTO on the left and I'm going to add him because that's a person within our ICP. At the same time, sometimes if I want to know more about someone, I'm going to go into their profile. Now, either way, there's what I think is from this menu. So not when it's on John Mahoney's individual profile, but when it's here on kind of like all of them, and I'll let it load and I'll show you what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll go back. Okay, let's reload.
Yeah. See that, Angelo? How that didn't load back the page?
Yeah, I saw it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I was even that wasn't even what I was going to say, but what I think would be really helpful is what there should be is like a button, like one of these two, that's just like add a note, and that way I don't have to go into this person's thing, add a note, go back. If I just want to add a note from right here, mm-hmm. like I should be able to do that. I mean, not a huge deal, but definitely would make things go faster. Like if I see that this is the executive director at Oracle, and I know we say something specific to executive directors, I want to put that in there so that I can feed that customized personal note right into my email thread. So I think that would be something that would be really advantageous instead of having to go into their page to add the note down here.
Totally, yeah. We can easily do it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. That sounds great. Let's see, a few other things. Let's go into this menu. I think you guys actually fixed this recently, but when I was exporting from the beta, or at least the newer Lead IQ web, whatever, it wasn't exporting company names. It would only export about half of the columns. Mm-hmm. And so I'd have to go switch to the old one, export, and then I could put the CSV into sale, clean up the CSV and put it into Salesforce. I think you guys fixed that. So that's not a huge issue, but just something you should definitely know.
One more thing here is, so we actually allow you to add the column. So we will change it to display everything we know, but if you see anything that you want to know, actually you need to go to edit columns for now, and then enable them.
Yeah, that's what I did. I had companies
okay.
in there, and it still wouldn't export. This was maybe 2 weeks ago, so
yeah, we had a bug with that. That's actually true.
Okay.
And I think that is fixed now. But
yeah, I've been doing it this way. I couldn't even figure out how to get back to the old way, so I figured y'all must have fixed it.
Okay, got it. Mm-hmm.
And then let's see. Okay, honestly, this is really small, but the fact that I can't click shift and select multiple people drives me crazy.
What do you want to do here?
Like if I want to select all of these people, like Gmail, like I should click here, hold shift, and then click, and all of these should be selected.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You know, just like Gmail or Excel.
But what do you want to do? Like it's like
So let's say I accidentally had this at the wrong thing. Like I just started and I was doing my list from yesterday, and I added like all of these Atlassian people, and I'm like, oh shit, they're on the wrong list. I'm gonna have to go click like fucking 50 people.
Got it.
If I want to add all of these people, hold shift, and they should all be selected, and then I can move them or delete them or do whatever I need to do.
Got it. Okay.
So I think that would be pretty helpful. And again, you know, these are like really minor changes that I don't think are like the system itself and the overall product is great. It's just like little tweaks here and there. So hopefully this is helpful for y'all.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. It'd be cool if we could rearrange the columns. Like I'm working on a really big monitor, and I don't know. It'd just be nice if like I didn't have to scroll all over the place. Just like little, the faster the SDR, the better they can be.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other specifics. I noticed you guys were like moving and playing around with these action and export buttons. Personally, other than like move and remove, export is like really the biggest one I use. So I think having it as its own button is fine. Either way, I don't really care. I just noticed y'all were playing around with that the other day. And I think another important thing that I've noticed is frequently when I want to move people like from one list to another, I won't be able to do it. So like I'll click Deepak or whatever, and I'll click actions, and I'll click move. And very frequently, either this won't pop up, or if I hit delete, they won't delete. I'll have to refresh it, reselect, and then go back in and do that. This has only been happening in the past maybe week or two, but it's definitely something I've noticed, and it's, I'm moving people around lists all the time, so that's another important.
Okay. Yeah. I do remember these issues. I'm not sure it's been fixed or not. But this is a new UI. By the way, this is a version 2 of the new UI. So the current table you're seeing is already a new version already. Like we just released like a week ago. So maybe that's something that we're trying to fix, and somehow fix it during the bug fix time, and then we just fix it altogether.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's big, and definitely like just the action button's not working without reload is.
Okay.
Definitely everything populating over here is pretty big. I mean, other than that, like the product's really, it's a fantastic product. I genuinely recommend it to like every salesperson, every company. Yeah, I mean, it's a good product, and hell, I'm not going to use some other piece of shit. So whatever I can help you guys do to, set yourself apart and make it better for me, I know that makes it better for you. And it's kind of like a good mutually beneficial relationship. So,
the feedback is really great. So if next time, anything feedback, it can reach out to me directly. So I work with the tech team directly, so I know what's going on and what's the features, what's the current priority for our team, right? So I can definitely ship things around very easily. So if you really need something like, adding notes, this kind of small things, we can actually do it very quickly. So just let me know. Just shoot an email to me and I can do it.
Perfect. I think, and I will do that, and I'll hop off the phone real quick and let y'all go about your day. But I think maybe maybe like a key for some of these things. Like I know obviously check is it's good, but then there was like a new was like this
Correct.
thing sometimes when I add it, there's like a green square right here, but sometimes there's not, and sometimes maybe if I added them like 6 months ago, and then I accidentally stumbled upon them again and don't remember, then that thing is still there, so that can be a little confusing. Some kind of a key at the top or maybe at the bottom would be kind of cool.
Okay, sure. We'll add the tooltip. Yeah, okay.
Awesome. Do you guys have any questions or anything for me just while I'm rambling on about all this?
I think that's all for me. And Jim, by the way, I do recording the whole our meeting, so don't worry. I will make a note after the call.
I thought you had photographic memory.
Do you have any questions?
Well, I've got so I'm writing down what you need here, Jordan. I'm seeing extension slow to load from Sales Navigator. You want the ability to load notes, add notes from the front page of the extension. Shift click doesn't select all the rows in between. Ability to rearrange the column order. Select a campaign modal window doesn't load after you click the move button. And tooltips to show what the status indicators mean in the extension.
Correct. Move and delete. Move and delete. That was the only thing.
Move.
That was the only two that I noticed it with.
Okay. Got it. Was there anything else while we have you?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of anything off the top of my head now because I'm trying to be as thorough as I can and take notes. Let me just double check in here. I don't think there's going to be too much. I think maybe what you might want to eventually. Do you guys have like tags on your? Can you add tags? That might be helpful. So if you build a list of all CTOs, and then you want to search for all of your CTOs in the future, 6 months down the line, I just know Outreach does that. That might be something.
Yeah, actually, we're adding a filter soon because right now we hide it because there was a issue. But I think probably early next week you probably see a filter that will allow you to do so. Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's great, and just keep going, y'all. You're doing good work, and happy to keep working with you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye.